rate of perceived exertion is a tool that you can use if you listen to what I'm going to say. If you don't listen to what I'm going to say, you will be stuck forever. Your eyes and your attention, because my traps are bigger than your boyfriend, I'm going to explain how to use RPE, rate of perceived exertion, to help you grow your strength, your muscle mass, your general fitness programming, and just make things a little easier to understand. Okay, but this is the thing, is you have to listen to what I have to say, because if you don't listen, you will not learn. So the first example, actually, well, let's take a step back. So RPE is a way to calculate your volume intensity, how hard you're going to push for that given day. Okay, some people use percentages, some people go by intuition. We use RPE. Everybody has their way of doing things. RPE is a great way to estimate what your effort is at that point in time for that lift or for that exercise. You can use RPE in cardio. You can use RPE in lifting. Okay, you can use RPE in both demographics. 4x4 at a 6 RPE. So what this means is you're going to pick a weight that you can do for 4 sets of 4 at 6 RPE, aka with 4 reps left in your tank. So if I ask you to pick a weight that you can squat with, let's say you're 150 pounds, you're a male, and you want to squat, you can probably squat 135 relatively easy, okay? Just genetically speaking, if you're a man, typically 135 is not going to be that much, unless you're a twig. So each set, 4 sets of 4. The first set is going to be an RPE of 6. The second set, RPE of 6. Third set, RPE of 6, and so on and so forth. Now, as you continue to do your sets, the thing where some people get confused is, do I keep the weight the same even though my RPE is going to be higher on my second set than on my third set? And in that case, no, you should lower the weight, because you want to stick to your protocol, which is at 6 RPE, at 8 RPE, or at 7 RPE. So if your RPE is at 6 and you can only do 100 pounds squats for one set of 4, and now your second set's going to be at an RPE of 8, you're going to want to lower that weight from 100 pounds to now 80 pounds, or 100 pounds to 90 pounds, or however you're feeling that day. Okay, so next example, 2x5. You're doing 2 sets of 5 reps. Your first set is going to be at an RPE of 7. In other words, you're going to leave 3 reps in the tank. Second set, you may have to lower the weight again to stay in that RPE protocol of 7. Okay. Now, the thing is with the RPE is you can manipulate each block or each period that you run your program to see how you are progressing. So RPE is a great way to kind of track what's going on. You can also do percentages. I used to do percentages a lot. It just kind of, whatever floats your boat, whatever helps you understand and to track your progress accordingly. RPE is also really good for, in my opinion, beginners, because when you are starting out, you probably are not too aware of how your body operates and how well you can manage your fatigue levels. So if you can apply a number to it, it makes things a little bit easier. If you think kind of very logically and you are a number driven kind of person, RP is a great way to, introduce that style of thinking. Okay, this is just one way of thinking. You can also, like I said, do RP, or excuse me, you can also do percentages. You can also just kind of follow whatever feels right for that day. But the problem is, if you just kind of continue down the road of not having a RPE or percentage in place, and as you get more advanced, you may find yourself running into a wall because you have no way of tracking what's going on. You are on a deload, or you're trying to take a step back from your workouts, from your lifting. Maybe you're going to go traveling, you're going to go explore the world, and you don't want to lose your results. Try to take your RPE, like do workouts when you're traveling, or like 5 to 6, like nothing too crazy, nothing too like easy, something in the middle to help you stay relatively in shape while you're doing other things in your life. But he has the time to put into doing 9 RPEs while they're, you know, have things going on in their life case, then just do, you know, at 5 RPE or 6 RPE and then adjust that accordingly. If you're going to be doing different movements in your program, so let's say on Monday you're going to squat, and then you're going to do bicep curls, and then you're going to do leg press. On Tuesday you're going to bench, and then you're going to do some pull-ups, and then you're going to do some rows. On Wednesday you take a break. On Thursday you do another form of squat, and then maybe you deadlift. Okay, each exercise is going to have its own RPE. So maybe on Monday you squat and you do 3 sets of 7 at a 8 RPE, and then you do bench press for 4 sets of 5 at a or 7 RPE. So your RPE is going to vary depending on the exercise and depending on what you're working towards. If you're trying to work towards more strength, work more towards endurance. If you're going for more strength, you're trying to get huge 30-inch biceps or get a huge squat, whatever it may be, then you're going to want to stay in the higher RPE range. If you are trying to do more muscular endurance, you may want to do a lower RPE, stay on the lower scale of RPE. Depends on what your goal is. If you're trying to manage your fatigue levels, you're trying to do this for like a long block, then you don't really want to go too high in RPE, because if you're staying at an RPE of 8, 9, you're looking at, you know, on the verge of not failure, but you're really pushing your limits. So the lower the RPE is, generally the easier it is. The higher the RPE, generally the harder or the more exhausting or fatiguing the exercise will be.